Alberta, Canada. Are you rooting for the Habs? Monkey King final pick. So, watching from Calgary. Damn, a lot of Canadians. It's off for a little bit. All right, I'm on. I'm sorry. Also, my English is not that good. Your English is great, Kane. Also, Kane, I feel like you've been a long-time viewer. Vladimir, or Valder, getting killed off by Moon. Wow, only handle prize pools, and then organizers would have been able to then focus on other things as Vladir's getting a little bit low. He'll end up dying here to JT. ZQHY also just trying to stand his ground against JT. I think that, you know, if that money was spent and flourished and put through in, I really think the DPC, had it been double round robin, would have been really amazing. And that's a fact. Moon just trying to get the kill here on Ahan. He's just level 5, does not have a way to jump, and Roche not going to get that kill. Moon will get credit for the kill on Ahan, continuing to just, extend that net worth. The Dota scene. And I think it could have prevented that pretty heavily. Icarus dive across. Letter in trouble. As the Aether Remnant connects on the Moon, he is going to get low, trying to Wukongs and survive. Pops that wand for a second. Changing of the guard, goes up north, turns into a tree, jumps over, and Primal springs away. Gets away from the control and go to something else. And then go to the Ags. Yeah, Radiance, something else, Ags. I mean, there's definitely opportunities to maybe just have Clinks and what Alk has do something, but not when you lose 2 heroes like that. Make it a third. Jesus. They just turn on the crowd noise and 3 kills there so quickly. I mean, Lowe's got a lot of damage. Blink Echo Saber with the Avalanche toss. Now up 6,000. Balance Strike and Doom used. Han in trouble. On the run. Avalanche just stopped them from chasing for a second, but Moon's going to get there, and ZQHY, they might have the damage to get the kill here on a Moon, and he's in too far. Sunray not enough to get that, but eventually he will die. Supernova gets committed. 2 kills for the side of YAKULT. They did get a pretty significant kill on that Monkey King. Not bad overall. Bin have that ult. Radiance still burning away. Moon's in. And Doom's used. But he got the BKB off, so he's not going to die initially. Silencer used the global silence, and so now Alchemist's going to have to run back all the way to base, and Moon ends up getting killed, but they find the Clinks, and they will take out ZQH. I know he's alive for now, but can't get up onto the high ground. I'm starting to really hate that voice line. Which one? Ooh. Extra step. Can they get this kill? Global silence. All right. Tick of the Phoenix. +2. And then Valdir's dead. Triple avalanche. But Balance Strike connects. Unstable concoction. Sharpshooter doesn't land anywhere. Just support at the moment. But the BKB is going to run out in a second. Avalanche on the edge, unstable concoction, tossed up into the air. They use the Doom elsewhere. They'll throw out that stun, but the BKB gets used. The Wukongs, he gets out of it, but the Bushwhack connects, and they'll get the kill there. JT does die to ZQHY. And Doom... dead. Gonna wait for Roche. Unless they catch Radiant very far out. And now Silencer's going to die to a Sharpshooter while in the air from a toss. Saves. With that telekinesis. But the thing, too, is they went Basher. Ooh, telekinesis. Quick kill. And that's one for Bobica. ZQHY. He went into the bash. Monkey King jumping in. Balanced strike for the Rubik. Telekinesis onto himself. And now the Abyssal Blade locks up this Monkey King. Ooh, into the Aether Remnant. They get the kill to the Phoenix. Icarus dive into the Remnant. Not what you're looking to do. And they get the kill to the Phoenix. And they'll bail on the Dire. B. Get this bottom set of racks. Now top's the only one surviving. Whoa! 4-man stun! Wow! Holy shit! No way. They get the first life out of the hands of the Tiny. Doom's going to buy back, but where is he TPing into? He's TPing into the creeps. He's got booted to travel. Low not going to die the second time. Oh, man. Croaker Ravage turns this all around. For a shot. It felt like Cloud Dawning were going to make their comeback, but bye. Game's not over. Buyback. Aether Remnants, Telekinesis, throws the Unstable Concoction back at himself. Lotus was there. I don't know why you're just throwing it as such. But Moon's still dead. Low onto the low ground. Aether Remnant doesn't connect. Low turn. Uh-oh. Oh, Tendrils again. They still don't get the kill. Does ZQHY have the damage to get the kill here on a low? He might. They get the kill to the Tiny. Oh, dearie me. Silence out of the Phoenix. Down he goes. Bobica dies. Clinks is here. 25K. It's so over. You guys have been saying this for a long time. He's going to make the jump. He's got an Aegis. I guess they'll look to rip it out. Good damage. Not enough yet. Sharpshooter flies in. Silencer's going to be hit. Goes into the backlines. Tensor to the deep. Moon's going to jump in. BKB's going to be popped. They go to the global silence. And now they'll catch themselves to the silencer. Ah! Camera? JT's dead. He doesn't have buyback. Telekinesis lands on a Moon. He's in trouble. He'll fall. 2 heroes gone. Low now needing to run with the rest of the team. The buyback's going to be used by the silencer. Han, he'll have a jump in just 2 seconds. Aether Remnant connects. What? It connected on the Tiny and not the Phoenix. Egg's going to go off, but now the stun gets thrown over. That lands on the Hoodwink eventually. But they'll go for the Phoenix. Lotus Orb, silence on him. And that's going to be a kill on a Phoenix. They'll look for the rest, but they won't catch them. They still have an Aegis, but this is a good fight here for Cloud Dawning. Like during the replay? Okay. This is how you got to do it. Wukong's just take the buildings. Let your Tiny get in. Stun thrown out. Infernal Blade. And Tendrils of the Deep trying to get the damage in. Global Silence is going to be used, and it's not going to matter. Buyback gets committed by the Void Spirit. He'll jump in. Aether Remnant lands on a low. Sunray on him. That's going to be one half of the last set of racks. They're trying to get the final half. The Force Staff out. Icarus dives Supernova away from the fight, and that's going to be potentially an Egg dying. There's a lot of damage coming in onto it, but they can't commit. Had 3 shots left. But, all right, there you go, guys. He's a new caster, only been doing this 2 months. Shut up. Balanced strike, quick kill. Onto the silencer. Damage for the Clinks, though, man. They got the first life out of this Tiny. Oh, God, we got a little bit of the crowd noise in there. Icarus dive into the Supernova, but this Clinks is going to be ready for this. Avalanche is going to be thrown onto ZQHY, who's got the BKB. They get the kill on the Phoenix. The Wukong's command is not going to be enough. They're going to get the kill on the Moon. He's got the cheese. He needs to eat it. They get the kill on the Moon anyway. Low's going to be dead again. No, Force Staff out of the low ground, and he's going to be able to finally die here as Alchemist gets the kill. 4 heroes dead. Silencer gone. And that's going to be another fight one for Cloud Dawning, but they are down to just their throne. 5 scores. If you give a live score, I will ban you. For life. Heroes are player controlled too. Global Silence coming through. Doom used. Double Global Silence. Very quick on the ball there. On dead. Low close to dead. He needs to back away. He's actually going all the way back to base. Stun will just hit the Alk together. Telekinesis and the kill. Bobuka dead, all that farm, not going to do anything. Alchemist going to try and go for this egg. They'll go Moon. Wukong's command. They're looking for the damage onto the Alchemist. They get the kill to the Phoenix. They'll end up losing 2. They both have buyback. Buyback is going to be committed here by Han. So Han jumps in. Astral Step. The silence onto the Monkey King. Moon in the Wukong still. He's trying to survive. Low is here. Avalanche onto 2. Moon survives. Balance Strike gets away, but now it's going to be Low all by himself. Astral Step. Aether Remnant. The Telekinesis. They lift him up. They get the kill onto the Tiny. Throne getting attacked by some of these creeps. But another good fight for the side of Cloud Dawning. Who's the funniest guy you ever worked with? Gotta be Lacoste. Gotta be Lacoste. Are they gonna engage together? Yeah, they might. So I'm not gonna play the replay. Oh, Astral Step silence on it too! Monkey King's caught! Balance Strike. Lotus Orb was put on him, but it's not gonna wear thin for long, and that's going to be a stun coming out from this Alchemist. They'll get the kill on a Moon. He's going to be dead. Has buyback. Whoa. All right, let me show you that replay from before. Why is the crowd going wild? Oh, Bobuka's here. Moon, hello? Camera? Guys? Lotus Orb. And steals Scorched Earth. I mean, Bobuka being a rat. Look at him. Just trying to be a little rat. Tier 4s. Tier 4s. Jumping in, Supernova, they're going to go for the Clinks. Can they get the kill here on his EQHY? If they get the kill, he'll end up having an Aegis still, but you need to be careful. Divine Regalia, as well as the Divine Rapier, isn't going to be enough damage to hold him still. They've got themselves the Doom that's going to be placed here onto the Clinks. They go to the Wukong's command. The Battle Strike is going to be coming in onto these heroes, but they get the kill on a JT, as well as the Phoenix. Bobuka gone. Buyback's all used. Clinks is dead. Disgrace Regalia now. No Divine Rapier. Oh, Clinks dying, and the Divine is on the deck. Buybacks aplenty coming up on the Radiant. Divine repurchased by this Clinks. Picked up by this Monkey King. You have to farm the parts for something new. Yeah. So I'm just wondering if it was locked in. I know you had 70 minutes. You can get it. I was just asking you. I was wondering if there was a change made to the Divine Regalia. Oh. Telekinesis stun. Moon in trouble. He's the one who's got the Divine. This could be a problem. Global Silence. Balance Strike gets away with the BKB, and he's able to escape. Bobuka in on the throne. Bobuka in on the throne. They've got the Glyph. Where's anybody, though? Oh, the TP's so late. Oh, no. Can they stop him? Oh, he got it. Wow. Okay. Bobuka gets it. Where's that man who hates Bobuka and said he should be invested? Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Han back on the Void Spirit is a little bit upsetting. I just don't know if... Oh, good shards. Decent dead shot. JT's going to survive with Cold Embrace, so now you don't have Arctic Burn early on in the game. Which I guess is okay, but it's not going to be good if JT just dies here, and he did kind of run back, and he ends up dying. So not... Hands on that first shrine. Leaving him leaves JT vulnerable. With the tag team, they're able to get the kill on a JT left alone. Void Spirit a little bit behind the Quap. Not as bad as the last game, for sure. But now Snowball, and the calling is down. Shards are there. ZQHY made the rotation to get the kill on a Bobuka. And it's 3-0 for Cloud Dawning. Right now, the draft and everything in tune with it is going well. Has that third level in a blink. Look at what it means in Tagalong. 3 heroes, now 4. Ursa hit with the Cold Embrace. Use that ulti, so that ulti will run out when he's out of the Cold Embrace. And they bought all 5 heroes in to try and fight this. Scream onto a couple, doing some decent damage, but Low unable to get anything out of this. And they were thinking about the Ravage. Now Moon Shards block him in. And he'll end up dead as well. So 5-0 in favor of the Dire side. Perfect Shards come in from Valdir. And Ursa just going to continue to farm in a situation like this. Muerta going straight. Radavitos Axe. Great dead shot. Really well placed. Winter's Curse. There's the jump. Sullen Sonic Wave, but that will be another kill. What's he got to get delivered? Blink Dagger? Okay, so Clinks is in trouble. And they just get this easy kill to take out this Aegis. And that's going to be a kill of Vladimir and ZQHY.
Well, thanks for streaming and being a commentator, my brother. You make competitive Dota fun to watch.
Hell yes, Sonic Wave, but no kill. Thank you for the $5 donation. Mr. Fantas... Tide needs to be careful. If he sticks around, he just dies. He might survive a little bit, but they've got Tendrils of the Deep. Lowe's got that ult. He's going to drag them in. Winter's Curse. And now Ravage comes in, but it just doesn't do much for them. Cold Embrace to make sure Moon survives. And Vladimir, he'll end up dying eventually, surely. ZQHY is dead. They actually now get the kill onto the Tusk, and down goes the Rubik. Take a look at that they've been able to put on the side of Cloud Dawning for most of this game. Forced to have to finally get out of the calling, and now they go to the Snowball, trying to leave him in the calling. But dead shot there with the Ags, and Sonic Wave's going to push these heroes back, and that's going to be a kill on a Vladimir for this Moon Quap. But Pierce the Veil, not going to survive much longer, and they will get the kill on the Muerta, who ends up being around just a little bit too long. The Radiant side of YAKULT. Han jumps in and Astral Step, Walrus Punch, but they've got the save with Cold Embrace? No. Cold Embrace stays on cooldown and unable to save this Queen of Pain. So Moon ends up dying. Cold Embrace on himself. Void Spirit unable to get out of these silences, but with a sliver of health is able to survive. And now the Ravage lands. They get the kill into the Winter Wyvern. BKB forced, and Lowe is having to run all the way out. Deadshot pushes some of these heroes away, but even with the BKB, you can't walk through these ice shards, and they're going to get the first life out of the hands of the Ursa. Ursa will try to fight, but Klink's doing the damage. Off to the side is Bobica to kill off the Tusk. Not getting the kill into the Ursa. They buy back on the Winter Wyvern, and JT still trying to go in. Has that roar onto the Klinks, and the Ursa jumps forward to get the kill into ZQHY. Yules lands onto the Tide, and down goes Yang Yu. Now smoked up, but they don't have... I don't believe they have this Hex just yet. Aren't they having Silver's Edge? Jesus. Jump in, Tusk gets caught. That's going to be a kill. Roar is used. You're in the calling, but there's the telekinesis to try and get the save, and the Roar thrown the other way. But Han, to simulate Astral Step, gets some distance, but they will find this Klinks. Ravage is used. Sonic Wave flies in, hits the Klinks, and that's going to be a kill. The Winter's Curse to stop the TP. And now Tide, den to rights. That's going to be another one for the side of YAKULT. In this situation. See if they do. 2-3 tower. Roar comes out. Han's dead. Vladir's gone. 4 heroes on the sidelines for the Dire side. They've got the Refresher with the Ravage, but they need all these heroes up, and they're not going to have themselves the Void Spirit or the Tusk at all. Void same in game 1. Yeah. Does seem like he's struggling once again. Jump in. Battle Fury damage trying to get the kill. Void Spirit's in trouble. They caught themselves the Rubik. Snowball pulls him in for a second. They get the kill to the Rubik as well as the Tusk to look for this Tide. And Klinks, he is in trouble. BKB or not, he falls. So does the Tide Hunter. GG is called. And the double step out to get the void spirit away. Well, let's just take